Welcome to the BridgeHaul Driver Mobile App overview for how to use your hours of service. In this section, we will walk you through the H.O.S function within the Driver Mobile App. We'll start on the home screen. You can see in the top right corner, H.O.S. The clock down below says drive time, 3 hours and 45 minutes. This indicates how much time you have remaining before you encounter a violation. We'll click into hours of service. The top half of the hours of service has a wheel in the middle that has drive, off, sleeper berth, and on. The 4 clocks on the outside include a drive clock, which is how many hours you have remaining for your drive time, your shift clock, how many hours you have remaining within your shift, a break clock, how much time you have until you need to take your next break, and a cycle clock, based on what cycle you select. This always refers to the current day. Below that, you'll see a date slider with the days of the week. Today is Thursday, but we can always go back in time and see what our log activities are for the previous days. In order to see the details of a day, you can click on the white chevron or you can click on the graph. This slides up the graph and shows you your activities for the day, whether you've signed the log, and indicates any missing information that's required to fill out your logs for compliance. In this case, we can see that equipment is complete, but we haven't indicated a trailer number. The trip details is incomplete with a red X, and the carrier information and driver information is complete. We can also see the activities and the duration of those activities by scrolling down. If we wanted to edit the log, we click Edit at the bottom left, and there's 2 tabs. The first tab is information relating to your logs. Some of the information may be missing and will be shown in red if it is required. In this case, miles driven is missing, so we'll add miles driven and click Save. You can see now that we have 4 green checks, which indicates that all required fields are completed. However, in most cases, you will have a trailer. If we wanted to sign the log for today and we were complete, we would click the Sign button at the bottom right. This will ask you to certify your logs, and if you are satisfied with your log accuracy, you can click Agree. If you're not ready to certify your logs, click Not Ready. We can go back into the Edit page, and I'll show you the hours of service logs on how to edit your log events. In this section, these are all of your events for the day, and you can edit logs that are not auto-generated by the ELD. In this case, our off-duty status was manually triggered and our sleeper berth was manually triggered. If we wanted to change the time that we went into sleeper berth from 10:20 a.m., we could click into the time and indicate that we actually were in sleeper berth at 9:30. This will modify the times and calculate the durations automatically. If, for example, we accidentally indicated that we were in sleeper berth for those 2 hours, we could change it to off-duty by clicking the SB, or alternatively, we could delete the activity entirely by clicking on the gray X. It'll ask you to confirm, and then it will move the drive event adjacent to the off-duty event. We're now off-duty for 11 hours and 30 minutes. Notice that some of these drive events cannot be edited. These events have been triggered by our ELD and are not editable. We can change the comments down below, but we cannot edit the start and end times. These will be grayed out and you won't be able to click into them. You also will not be able to delete them. Once you're satisfied with your changes, you can click Save at the top right. This will recalculate your logs for the day, and notice that our off-duty event is now from midnight to 11:30. If you want to change your status, you can simply click one of the duty statuses in the wheel. In this case, we'll click sleeper berth. It gets your location automatically, and we can put in an optional comment if we'd like. It now changes the graph and automatically log the event at the bottom. For driving events, the drive will automatically engage once the vehicle goes over 5 miles an hour. You'll see an orange circle that says driving once you drive over 5 miles an hour, and this will disengage once you finish driving and come to a complete stop. Once you're in the stop position, you're able to change your event back to off-duty, on, or sleeper berth. If you don't change anything within 5 minutes, it will automatically switch you into on duty. Once you're satisfied with your log for the day, you can click sign at the bottom right. When we agree, that button will go away and our signature will be at the bottom. This concludes our hours of service session on how to operate your ELD and hours of service logs. Thank you.